Hello, welcome to this channel again. In this video I am going to discuss about this question, okay, the solution of this question. And this question says, what are random numbers? Can we get perfect random numbers? Plot a set of 1000, 10,000 and 100,000 random numbers xy in gnuplot or xmgrace. Okay, so this video will be about solving this problem. So first of all, let's discuss about what are random number. Okay, and the answer for this question is that random numbers are numbers that occur in a sequence such that two conditions are met, and these two conditions are, first condition is the values are uniformly distributed. Okay, remember this one, values are uniformly distributed over a defined interval or set. Okay, so random number is defined under some interval, uh, uh, such that random numbers lying between 0 and 1. Okay, and it follows some distribution, statistical distribution, and it is uniform distribution, you can say. And condition 2 is it is possible to predict, it is impossible, okay, sorry, it is impossible to predict future values based on the past or present ones. It is random because no one can guess what will be the future values of the random number, okay, based on the past or present. So that's why it is called random number. And random numbers are important in statistical analysis and probability theory. Okay, random numbers follow statistical distribution. Okay, and it is important, usually used in statistical analysis and probability theory. So this is how you can define random numbers. And we have a next question, can we get perfect random number? It is almost impossible to get a perfect random number actually. Okay, but in practical it is impossible. Okay, but theoretically here is some definition about producing perfect random number. Here is truly random numbers. Okay, numbers useful in cryptography, okay, can be generated by using special devices based on, for example, radioactive decay or atmospheric noise. Okay, so theoretically our perfect random number, it is practically almost impossible, but yeah, it is not even impossible to produce perfect random numbers. Okay, almost random numbers are produced by the special file. Okay, this is the programming tool. Okay, and the random numbers we use in computational physics is pseudo random number. It is a pseudo random number because the numbers follow some pattern, some sequence as this condition says. Okay, it has some predefined interval or set, and it has some distribution, okay, and sequence. That's why it is not perfect random number, and it is called pseudo random numbers. And the next part of the question is we have to produce three types of random number. Okay, one is 1000, 10,000 and 100,000 set of 1000, 10,000 and 100,000 random numbers x, y in, and we have to plot them in xmgrace or gnuplot. Okay, so first of all, let generate these random numbers. Okay, so for this let's open terminal first, press Ctrl Alt plus T at once and open the terminal. we have to go to some I want to go to desktop, and there is a file or direct called computational. I have created this in previous videos. You can see those videos by clicking on that I button. Okay, and here are some previously created files. We are not using these files in this video, so for this video for the solution of this question we are discussing in this video, we have to create a Fortran file. Okay, and it is, let's call it as random.f90. okay, this is Fortran file. Okay, and it opens like this. Okay, I think we have seen the file now. Desktop, and this is computational, and here must be data. Okay, and right now it is not in here. I have to save from here. Okay, so that it will be present here. Okay, random.95 f90. Okay, now I have to write some codes to generate the random numbers. Okay, so first of all, let's name the program as random. Okay, random 1. Okay, and as it is implicit none is necessary, and we are using here real numbers. Okay, x, y.
Shubharamba Digital Music Prali.
And we have to use integer as well. Okay, and this integer is, those integer are I and n. Okay, and okay, and integer will be seed as well. Okay, and let's define seed as 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. I define this seed as 1 2 3. It is very large number. We have to define seed as very large number. Okay, so that we will have very best random numbers. And let's call as ran. Okay, and here we have to define seed inside as ran. This call is for creating random number. Okay, and x is, you can define x is x rand, and y is also rand, but x and y are different random numbers. So value of x lies between 0 and 1. Value of y also lie in interval between 0 and 1. So for this we have to create how many 100,000, 10,000 and 100,000 random numbers separately. Okay, so to create those values of random number, we use do loop. Okay, and what is n? N will be different as per your requirement. Okay, your n is 10,000. Okay, 1000. Let me delete n from here. We don't need n. Okay, so first of all we are creating 1000 random numbers. Okay, and you can simply print these random numbers as this. Okay, no problem. Okay, and do and program. Okay, let me save this file and run the code. Okay, g Fortran random number. You run the program. What is the problem? Okay, random number. Okay, error in print. We cannot use equal sign here. Okay, you can simply write it as, let me define this here, yeah, and print x and y, okay, like this, and there will be no error. Okay, you can see these are the random numbers whose values lie between 0 to 1. Okay, there are 1000 random numbers. Okay, it is so large. So we have to save this in a file, okay, because we are going to plot x versus x and y. So to write it in file, we use open one file name. What is file name? You can give any name for file. So let name it as random r, how many, 1000. Okay, that, and action is what, right? Okay, and you can just write here one x. Okay, so here I need to close this one. Okay, now if you run this, let me clear this first. Remember that there are no file created yet with name r10,000, sorry, r10 dot that. Okay, now if you run the program again, okay, now there will be the file called r10,000, sorry, r1000 dot 1000 dot that file. Similarly, we can create such file for 10,000 and 100,000. So let's do it also. So we can write those, we can create those files from same program. Okay, for that, let's use another open statement. Open file name will be, let's call it as 10,000 dot that, and action will be to write. Okay, okay, you can copy the remaining terms from here. Okay, from here to here. Okay, copy and paste it after this line. Okay, and here instead of 1000 we have to use 10,000, and remaining are same except these two. This one, in place of this one we use 2 because we are using 2 in this case. Okay, unit. And similarly for 100,000 we have to again use, okay, here also 2. Okay, because we have to close this unit. Okay, and this is for another one. So here let's it be unit 3, and here also 3, and close also 3, and here instead of 10,000 we have to use 100,000. Okay, and here also 100,000. Okay, and the remaining will be the same. Okay, now run it again. See, there are no files such name as r10,000 dot dat and r100,000 dot dat. Okay, now if you run that program again, like this, like this. Okay, there will be so many numbers. Okay, and let's clear it and see the list. Okay, and see there are 100,000 and 10,000 file names such as 1,000 and 10,000 and 100,000. Okay, you can see those data by simply typing cat and name of the file. Okay, let's see this one. Okay, you can see the data like this, and don't be confused. This is x, this column contains values of x, and this column contains values of y, because see, here is x and here is y. Okay, and the file contains the data according to this statement or this statement or this statement, depending on this unit. Okay, now we have created 3 types of random numbers: 1,000, 10,000 and 100,000. Now we are going to plot it. Okay, so to plot it, I want to use gnuplot. Okay, first, because I feel easier using gnuplot. So to plot those data in gnuplot, let's go open gnuplot. Okay, this is gnuplot, and we have to plot the data of 10,000 first. Okay, so just type it, sorry, 1,000, and type the, after plot, just type, give the name of the data file, and plot with line or point or line point. Let's plot with line. Okay, with line using what? Using column 1 as x-axis, column 1 y as y-axis. Okay, so if you click, okay, I pressed space key and it is now not working. Let me close it, and okay, it's not working. Let's type the code again. R10,000, sorry, 1,000.dat, and plot it with 1. Okay, u1 as y-axis, 2 as y-axis, using with line. Okay, line. Okay, if you click enter or press enter after typing this mouse code, the plot will be like this. Okay, it contains 1,000 random pair, 1,000 pairs of random numbers x and y. Okay, and see, so in we are using line. Okay, so it contains line here. So if we use point instead of lines, then the plot will be like this. So one single point mean one pair of x, y. Okay, one pair of random numbers x, y, one pair of random number x, y, another pair, and there are 1,000 pairs of random numbers x, y, and this is simple plot. Okay, now in a similar case, so you can name this plot as well. So after typing this, you can just name the legend as random number kati, how much random numbers it is, 1,000 random numbers. Actually these are pseudo random numbers. You can simply name the legend as this and press enter, and the name will be like this. Okay, you can change color as well. You can label x-axis, label y-axis as well. It is these steps are simple. So okay, let's plot another one. So I just do add here another 1 0. Okay, and here also 1 0. Okay, let point be line. Okay, so 10,000 was like this, and sorry, 1000 random numbers plots is like this. And let me use here point as well. Okay, only point again p. Okay, and this was for 1000 and this is for 10,000. If you press enter here, and the plot will be, see, the points are increased. Okay, and remember the title, the legend, it is 10,000 random numbers. Okay, and it does not contain the data of this file. Don't be confused. Okay, so you can, if you are confused, you can reset it. Okay, now for 100,000, okay, the plot will be like this. See how many points are there. Okay, it contains 100,000 pairs of random numbers. That's why there are so many points. Okay. So this is how you can create random numbers, pair of random numbers x, y, and plot it in either gnuplot like this or in xmgrace. Okay. This is simple plot. If you want to label x-axis and y-axis, simple set type as set x label as what, x, set y labels, sorry, y label as y. Okay, and replot. Okay, see, y label is named as y, x label is named as y, sorry, x. Okay, and the random number lies between 0 to 1. Similarly, y lies between 0 to 1. Okay, so this is how you can plot pair of random numbers. Okay, I think you have got some ideas about how to generate random numbers in Fortran program and plot them using either gnuplot or xmgrace. I used here xmgrace, sorry, gnuplot. You can also plot it using xmgrace. So I prefer to use gnuplot, okay, because I think I find gnuplot more fast and easier to use, though we have to use some code for it, but sometime in gnuplot you may have to suffer from some problem because of not opening some interface and so on. Okay, so that's why I use gnuplot most of the time. Thank you for watching. We will see you in next video. Okay.